So it's right around 8:15 p.m. on Monday, March 20th. And this is a bit of a cry for help kind of video. I mean, it's not a cry for help. I know how to help myself. I've always known how to help myself. But sometimes you can't do things alone. You need the help of people who have resources that are greater than yours. Right now, I need the help of law enforcement and of the court system and of the attorney for this landlord. Because over the last 24 hours, I have been getting repeatedly remote stun gunned or remote tasered, whatever you want to call it, by someone who sits behind the wall of my kitchen sink in a vacant bathroom of an empty unit that they are not supposed to be in. This person is the former resident of that now empty unit, who is a psychopath. She was moved one unit over in unit 79. This person is not just a psychopath, and that means that she has a compulsive urge to hurt people and has no remorse or normal emotions. She's also a cybercriminal who seems to specialize in breaking and entering and in surveillance devices. So every time I try to use my toilet, I get aggressively harassed, either by somebody who is already in the bathroom of 78 directly behind the wall of my toilet, or by the psychopath nut job directly below in 76 who keeps making violent slamming noises directly beneath my bed whenever I do anything that is personal or private, such as scratching my armpits, picking my nose. You get the picture. Whenever I do anything like that, the nut job directly below in 76 becomes violent right underneath my bed. That's where that person seems to spend most of their waking hours because they obviously have nothing going on. The psychopath who sits in the bathroom of Unit 78 in a vacant unit also has nothing going on, and she spends hours directly against the wall behind my kitchen sink, burning and propagating nauseating, sickening smelling odors throughout my entire bathroom and living space that completely disrupt everything that I need to do when I'm trying to do it, that require me to open all the windows, blast the air conditioner, open the door to the hallway, even when it's an unsafe situation and there's agitation or violence in the hallway, which is pretty frequent given the tenant population of this building. They're a bunch of nut jobs. They're a bunch of aggressive, violent, brainless thugs, basically, and sex offenders, such as the one in 78. It's a female, but females can be sex offenders. It's kind of rare, but she's a psychopath, though she's also a cyber criminal who specializes in planting surveillance devices in people's bathrooms. And she's also a sex offender. She certainly behaves like one anytime I try to remove my clothes when I'm in my bathroom. And she also has been using some type of remote stun gun device while sitting directly behind the wall of my kitchen sink, just a few feet away from my bed, just a few feet away from my kitchen sink, just a few feet away from my bathroom. And my bathroom, my kitchen sink, and my bed are the areas where I have been getting consistently remote tasered throughout the entire day today, throughout the last 24 hours. The first phone call I made to management was yesterday evening at around 8 p.m. It is now 8:20, and this has been going on for 24 hours. I'm actually completely fried and wiped out right now. Remote tasering is a thing. These devices are available on Amazon.com and other commercial websites that sell lasers, tasers, stun guns, whatever. You can use a stun gun remotely, probably at a few feet, like close range. So this is why this person sits behind my kitchen sink, which is about 4 feet from my bed, because you can literally zap someone through the wall with these devices, and the zapping is quite painful, and it delivers symptoms that are consistent with electrical shock. So you literally feel like you're being electrocuted. And when this goes on over and over again throughout an entire day, you are left feeling completely wiped out and fried. So at 6:30, I was trying to clean and organize my place because I worked nonstop for the last 4.5 weeks, 8 a.m. to about 6 p.m. every single day, And then I wouldn't get back here until 8 or 9 because I was running errands afterwards. And I literally did not clean this place for 4 weeks. It's a gigantic mess right now. It's also been broken and entered into on multiple occasions while I was at work. And items that I was purchasing for use the next morning, such as brand new underwear or rubbing alcohol or even a brand new deodorant, disappeared from this unit when I would come home from work. Like from the morning to the evening, these items were taken from my bathroom from one day to the next, from one morning to the evening, which means that people were getting into this unit while I was at work and stealing things. Not only were they stealing things, they were moving things around and putting strange things in strange places, like nails in the pockets of my coat, nails in my face makeup, and things like that are really creepy and disturbing. So that's been going on. And then there's a bunch of creeps across the street who keep screaming at my windows whenever I try to take my clothes off or use my bathroom. And there is a registered sex offender directly in the unit across the street from mine, whose windows are directly facing mine. And this guy screams at my windows that he can see everything I do in my bathroom. And this happens every few days when I try to use my bathroom. So somebody is live streaming my personal bathroom activities to the registered sex offenders in this building complex. And they don't have a problem telling me they can see everything I do in my bathroom. They seem to think it's perfectly legal. And they like to brag that they have seen everything, which they probably have, because I can't see where these devices are. They are tiny devices called microdot devices. That's also a thing. And you can also purchase these on the internet. You know, I haven't found anywhere that sells them, but I'm sure they're available. So there's a lot going on right now, and law enforcement is really, really slow to respond. And I just need some help. I mean, I need help from law enforcement. I need help from the attorney for this this building complex, because the management doesn't seem to be aware that what they're doing or what they're allowing to happen is illegal in any way. So maybe their attorney might be able to tell them something about the law, about tenants' rights, about landlords' responsibilities, since they seem to know absolutely nothing about that. And maybe set them straight, you know, on the record, like, oh, it's not okay to have surveillance devices in your tenants' bathrooms and to live stream their nude person when they're in the shower or on the toilet to the sex offenders throughout the building complex. No, that is not okay. But see, management doesn't seem to know this, or maybe they don't care, and their attorneys are MIA. So the police are also a little bit clueless right now. They seem to think that unless you're getting stabbed or shot, then you're not really in any danger. I can tell them that being remote tasered on a regular basis every 30 minutes or 15 minutes is extremely dangerous, and it actually induces symptoms consistent with a heart attack, because electrocution stops your heart. Your heart is an electromagnetically charged organ. The cells of your heart are electromagnetically charged, and that's what causes them to contract and to keep your heart beating. And when electrical current is run through your heart, it stops your heart. So this is really dangerous, actually, what's been going on from the bathroom of 78 with this remote tasering situation, or remote stun gun, whatever you want to call it. It is extremely dangerous. And right now I'm not getting any help. So there we go. Help, help, help. Law enforcement, look into this, please.